everyone. Welcome to the same network, Study Abroad Made Easy with valeenovarah. I am so excited and happy that we're having this live session today. So today is a webinar and it's free, and it was engineered by our very own serial Good Luck Essay. Is it essay or am I calling it wrongly?
Oh, it's correct.
Okay, yeah. So it's close to my surname because my surname is Ose. So it's like when I saw it, I was like, oh, Good Luck Ose. But then I saw the E before the S. I'm like, yeah, there's a difference.
Yes,
It's not everybody.
let's say it's like a Delta Igbo
kind of thing. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
from River State.
Oh, nice. I'm also partly Delta Igbo, but I'm mostly Urobo because my dad is Urobo. So nice to have you here. I'm going to go deeper into each of these panelists that we have today. So in case you're watching this video as a replay, sometime in the future on YouTube, feel free to skip to any of the sessions that you are, just skip this introductory part so you can get into like the main conversation of the day. Okay, so as you all know, my name is valeenovarah, and I am the founder, the pioneer of this, student body here in the United States, where I help people to just navigate their life and provide resources for your study abroad journey from start to finish. So I have a Telegram community, which is also a community of aspiring and current international students, where you can get to network with other people, meet people, just share your ideas, ask questions, because of course I will never be 100% on YouTube, and I would also never be 100% on the Telegram community, but you have people like you that can respond to you fast. All right. So it was because of that Telegram community that this conversation started. I mean, I've had so many questions in the past regarding community colleges and how that impacts your application or visa approval at the embassy. And so having to see that conversation again begin or start in the Telegram community was something very exciting to watch. I felt like we needed to have this conversation. We needed to have this webinar so that people can actually air their mind, and I can also speak on the matter as well. So Good Luck was very out there in the group talking about this, and a lot of people also made some comments here and there. People like Paul and other serials in the community. So it was really nice. I don't know if someone Chidera, I think you're. Yes, okay. So it was really nice to see that outpour from all of you, and that's what bettered this webinar that we're having today. So moving on, I'm just going to have the panelists here introduce themselves. I was going to do it myself, but I felt like, no, let's just give you that opportunity to introduce yourself properly. So we're going to go around. We have 3 panelists here. We also have Feruza, who is going to be one of our panelists on our live sessions on Instagram in our next event. So let's start off with Good Luck, just like a brief introduction about yourself.
Okay, so I'm actually doing this for the first time. So I don't really know how it's going to turn out, but anyway, so my name is Good Luck. I'm currently an aspiring student in the United States. I'm currently living in Nigeria, and hopefully I'll be majoring in business general, and basically it's a business transfer pathway program at a community college in the United States.
So what community college is that?
Oh, St. Paul's College in Minnesota.
Okay, great. All right, so we are happy to meet you. Good luck. We're happy to have you on board. So let's move on to Paul. Paul, can you go ahead to introduce yourself to us so that the people who are watching this video after now can actually get to know you a little bit better?
Well, I'm also new to all of this, but my name is Shuku Dagbatu Paul. I'm from Nigeria, Imo State. I'm an Igbo. I'm also an aspiring student. I'm trying to apply to Northeast Community College in Nebraska.
Okay, so nice to meet you, Paul. We're glad to have you here. One thing that I've seen that is very common, I think I should just wait for the last person, the last panelist to say something. So let's move on to Uche. Is Uche here? Uche, can you go ahead to introduce yourself, please?
Hello. Hello.
Hi.
My name is Uche Chidera Promise. I'm from Imo State. I'm a new admitted student into University of New Haven. My course of study is electrical engineering.
Nice to have you here, Uche. I remember that I think the last 2 videos I shared were because you had reached out and you had shared your, the good news in the group. And I felt like this was a very awesome story to share. So I just wanted to use this opportunity again to say thank you again for, bringing that story out and also sharing how my videos have been helpful to you as well. So nice to have you here again to be a panelist in today's session. So yes, we have one more person here who's not a panelist, but I think it's also important to give her the opportunity to introduce herself because she's the only person here that's not a panelist, even though she'll be a panelist soon. So Feruza, if you're here, I'd want you to also introduce yourself.
Yes, hello.
Hello. Hey.
Hello.
Nice to have you here.
Yeah, thank you. Nice to see you guys here. I'm so happy to joining your free webinar. And I'm original from Turkmenistan, but nowadays I'm living in Turkey, in Istanbul. And I'm planning to apply some universities in USA. So that's why I saw your you on YouTube and your Telegram group. So I'm following you everywhere, whatever you share. So just to get a suitable university and the process, the application, until visa, until get the yeah.
Thank you, Fariza. It was actually nice to place like a face to the name. I know I've seen your picture on Telegram because, we had a conversation, but I was like, let's just see if you'll be, but you're not shy, you're very open. So it's nice to actually see you in person, not like virtually, I mean. So yeah, I am happy to have you here. And I believe that everybody's, happy to have you here, which is why I said the serious community, the same community is not just for Nigerians because I'm a Nigerian, it's for everybody, it's for people all over the world. We have Indians, we have people from Morocco, we have people from Nigeria, we have people from all over the world. So Nepal, Bangladesh. So yes, so this is proof that this is not just an African thing, it's for everybody. So we're happy to have you here again. So of course, I'm glad to be a part of your journey, and in any way that I can help, of course, definitely. The platform and myself is open to that support.
Yeah. Right? In the end, we all are international students for USA. So we are the same, how to say, we have to follow the same journey or something. Yes.
Yeah. It does make sense. Yes, that's why it's the same network. So we have the same objective. So everybody's doing the same. That's our goal, just to come here and study.
Our goals are the same. So purpose, educating ourselves and extend our level of education in USA or Canada. So we all the same. The way, so the path or something. Yes. Yeah, I sent you a message on Telegram, and that I said share with my picture as well, because I thought that who is going to join, that people has to have the picture on the webinar. So yes, like this.
So don't worry. I'm actually taking a photo of everyone. So I'm going to share it in the group. And I'm also going to share it like on the page on Instagram. And we have something coming up soon with you as well. So don't worry. That's definitely going to be a part of the video. All right. So thank you so much again. So I'm going to proceed into the event proper so we can have our panelists start talking. So so the next thing that I want us to focus on right now is the first question, which is the big question. Hi, Testimony Ajibade is here. Nice to have you here. Testimony has been very supportive to the same network. You've just been amazing. So thank you. Samuel, thank you for coming in. Samuel has been amazing. He was also trying, he was also trying to see if we can get somebody here today to interview, like someone whose visa was approved by applying to a community college, but that didn't work out, but we'll still see how that will work out in the future. So moving on, the first thing that I want us to, the first question, I think we should start from that place of, if you apply to a community college, so now I am going to be throwing the questions to different panelists here. And if you are, like you're participating, whether you're a panelist or not, please ensure to respond if you have anything to say. And if you can turn on your video, whatever, please do. But if not, Well, okay. So if you apply to a community college, right, will your visa be approved or denied? I just want to hear what you think, your thoughts, generally in this, like this thing that is like a huge thing for everyone when applying to study here in the United States. So what do you think? I'm going to throw this question first to Paul. What do you think? Do we have Paul here?
Yeah, I think that applying to a community college, as an international student, especially from Nigeria, some visa officer usually think that because community college are cheap, so people find it easy to, flee from the country, to run away, to go abroad. That's why, it's rare to get a visa as a community college student.
So you are saying that when you apply to a community college, you will not get the visa?
Because some people misuse that opportunity as a way of running away from the country.
Okay, so the reason why I'm asking this is because I want you to know where you stand as an individual. What do you think? Because of people, so you think that applying to a community college, you will not get the visa. So that's where you're standing right now, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to move on to, hi Samuel, nice to see you. So we're going to move on to good luck. What do you think will happen when someone, applies to a community college in terms of you getting the visa? But before we continue, I realized that when everybody was introducing themselves, they were like, this is my first time doing this. This is my first time on a webinar. This is my first time being a panelist. I just wanted to make this very open. Like, I just wanted to speak on that because the truth is, this is why this community is existing, so that you can learn these things. These things are things you'll be doing the moment you get to your university. You're going to be doing Zoom calls, Zoom meetings, Zoom tutorials with your professor, whether it's in person or even when you're taking online courses. So this is going to build your confidence, not just within us, because this is somebody from Turkey, this is somebody from like somewhere in Nigeria, a different state. You don't know these people, but you're getting to do this. So I think I'm going to introduce this more just so we build ourselves on this, and even make a different video on how you can create a virtual, like a Zoom call, because there are times when your professor would be like, send me a link to your Zoom so we can have a meeting. So I'm also going to start introducing those concepts so that people will learn the internal things, not just the external of applying and all of that. There are things that you need to know before you even get in there or while you're there. And if you don't know these things, it might be an issue. So this will also prepare you. This is preparing you for that life abroad, because we do this all the time. So don't feel bad. Don't feel like you're out of place, because when Good Luck said it, Paul said it, everybody was like, so don't feel bad. Don't feel embarrassed. You don't know, you will learn it, okay? So let's move on. So Good Luck, what do you think will happen? Do you think, you get your visa approved if you apply to a community college or not? Let's talk on this, because I think you're very passionate about this.
Yes. So firstly, what I'll try to say is that getting a visa for a community college is subjective to it's not like they are giving the visa to the right person, you get. So the people that meant to apply to a community college matters, you get. The people that are meant to apply to a community college matter. You can't just be someone
Sorry, I think we lost.
Yeah, I think we
graduated
lost.
from your bachelor's, you have to go to a community college. So the only factors why go to a community, if you go,
I think we're losing Good Luck.
okay, so there are wrong reasons why.
I think we're losing Good Luck. So what I'm going to pass the question on to Samuel.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm going to pass the question to Samuel. While good luck, I'll suggest you just maybe restart your phone or something and try logging in again because we're losing you. Hi, good luck. Okay, so I just put him in the waiting room so that we can hear people better. So I don't know if you can hear me, but somebody can just please help chat him up in the Telegram group. Tell him to restart his device and log in again. I'll add him to the meeting, okay? So Samuel, let's hear your thoughts on this topic.
Okay, first of all, I believe it depends on the visa officer to grant you a visa or not. But I believe the set of people who should be applying to community college from their own country should be those who just got out of high school, which is the secondary school here in Nigeria. I believe those people have a better chances of getting a visa through a community college. But also, it also depends on how you say your case to the visa officer. There are some people that you have to be able to convince them that, okay, this is the reason why I'm going to come to college, probably for you to, settle into the education system more better before you go into a four-year college. So I believe it's not up to you to decide if you're going to get a visa through a community college or not. It depends on the visa officer and how you sell your case to them. But I believe those category shouldn't be for people who have left college for a long time. I think those people will have a slim chance in getting a visa through a community college. I believe those people should be able to apply to a four-year college. Then probably after a semester over there, they can transfer to a community college of their choice. I think that's the best.
Yeah, so I see, I hear you, and I actually like the angle that you're coming from. I don't want to say so much right now because I want to wait for everybody to share their opinion before I can actually speak on the topic. So it was nice hearing Samuel say something. So now we're going to move on to the next panelist, which is Uche Chidera. You can please go ahead to unmute yourself and let us know what you think about this topic of discussion. Will you, we have Good Luck back. So, okay, I think Good Luck, are you good to go? Let's just welcome back. So please engage with the chat. I see people engaging with the chat. Engage with the chat, that's how it's done. And when you're back and you want to raise your hand to say something, you should be able to raise your hand. You see where they say reactions. So click on reactions. Everybody here, let's just assume that we want to raise our hands. So let's try this because I think the next thing we're going to do, is going to be a Zoom tutorial so that you will learn these things, okay? So you should see reactions, click on reaction. You should see the raise your hand option. Let everybody click on raise hands. So I'm raising my hand right now, great. Everybody raise your hand. Yes, we're raising, oh, you're clapping, nice, Feruza is clapping. All right, thank you. So let's unraise our hands. And let's continue from there. Let's lower our hands. So great. That was a great thing. Okay, please, before we lower the hands, sorry, I wanted to take a photo of us raising hands. I totally forgot to do that. Let's just take the photo of us raising hands. Yes. Okay, great. And smile, please. All right, thank you. So go ahead to lower the hands. All right, so let's continue now. So are we having fun? Put it in the chat. If you're having fun, put it in the chat. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's just listen to Uche. And then when Uche is done, we can move on to Good Luck. Okay, yes, utilize the chat. Tell us about yourself in the chat, where you're from and what major you're going for while we listen to Uche. So Uche, go ahead. Oh my goodness. Uche, we're having some, hi Kelvin, welcome to today's session. Welcome to the live webinar. Uche, can you hear us? Because we're having trouble hearing you. Okay, so you're going to do what Good Luck did. So just log out, restart your phone and log back in while we listen to Good Luck. Okay, Good Luck, are you still here?
Yes.
Hi, Austin. Welcome to the same network and welcome to our live session. So Good Luck, let's go ahead to listen to you. In case you're just joining us, today's conversation is centered around this application to community college versus application to universities and how that impacts your visa approval at the embassy. So this is Good Luck and I'm going to share what its thoughts are. Hi, Good Luck.
Okay, so we're actually talking about community college.
Who's saying something now? Is that Good Luck? Good Luck, is that you? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I think the network there is actually poor. Okay, so I had to put him in the waiting room. So while we wait for Good Luck to come back again and Uche, let's listen to Testimony. Testimony, are you here?
Okay, yes, I am here.
Hi,
Can you hear me?
finally. I was hoping to see your face, you know.
I'm not properly dressed.
It doesn't matter. I'm not properly dressed. I've not had my bath. So nobody here is properly dressed.
I'm sure you look better than I do.
No. We want to have that fun,
really
that
fun.
community. Let's get to know ourselves. Ignore the properly dressed. We like people that are
Okay.
not properly dressed. Thank you. Exactly.
You
The
see my
lady in the
face
house. We have
now.
two ladies. All right. It's nice to have you here. So what do you think?
Okay, so what I think is, well, I don't know a lot about community colleges, but from the Telegram group chat I've been following through, so I understood better. But I share the same school of thoughts with Mr. Samuel. He said that, you know, there was this particular guy that was on that Telegram group chat. I think he's 28, and he applied to a community college. And I was so confused. How do you expect the consular officer to accept such? They'll probably not accept that. They'll probably not grant you that visa. So I share a school of thoughts that is better for someone that just left high school. I'm Nigerian, so someone that just came out of secondary school to apply for a community college. It's fine. It's easier to tell a story that I'm still trying to find myself. Many of us in our 20s, we don't even know what exactly we want to do. So it's easier to tell that story than someone that has done a 4-year bachelor's and then is now coming to, you know, apply to a community college. Is so disjointed, and definitely, let's be human, it shows that the person is trying to leave the country. That's just what the person is trying to do. It doesn't sound right. But if you rather apply for a bachelor's or a master's program, because I also know that in the US, for your first year in your master's, you can decide to change if you're not sure of what you're doing. I might be wrong, but I think so. So sincerely, I think community colleges are not bad. From what I've learned so far on the Telegram group chat, I know that yes, it makes sense for someone that is coming from secondary school to tell a story of, I'm still trying to find myself, I'm still trying to, and it's good because you don't want to waste your money going straight to a bachelor's. So it's okay. But for someone that, you know, so the age, I think one of the things that people should pay attention to, the age of the person and the level of study. So that's my own contribution.
Nice. Finally, we heard from Testimony. If you don't know Testimony is popular on YouTube. So she's been very supportive of this channel. So thank you. It was also nice to listen to your school of thought and how you married everything together. So with each response I'm getting so far, I'm getting additional comments. So that's good. So Good Luck. Are you sure that we can have you speak right now? I don't think the network is really happy with you today.
Yeah, I don't really know. That is one thing that we're fixing in Nigeria, especially poor networks. That is one thing. You know, sometimes when you want to do some things, you cannot even be able to
It has started again. Oh my God.
you have this idea or you have the passion that you want to pursue your dreams.
So what I think an option that we might try, because this is it's so funny because
hello?
Yeah, hello?
Hello, Aline.
Yeah, is this testimony or Samuel? Oh, good luck. Who's speaking?
It's good luck.
Oh, good luck. Okay. So let's see if we can hear you again.
Okay. So basically, we're talking about community college, and basically, I said so. Community college to each and every, it's not for everyone. Community college is not for everyone. I've said
Please, if your audio is on, can you please mute yourself? Can you please mute yourself so that... So unfortunately, the network is not really friendly today with good luck. So we're going to try Uche again and see if it goes through. But while Uche is, saying something, if you're ready, if you want to say something on the topic, please raise your hands. I'm trying as much as possible to have us engage with every aspect of Zoom so that we get used to the platform. So if you have something to say, if you've not spoken before, please raise your hands while we wait for listen to Uche speak. Okay, just raise your hands if you want to say something, especially those that haven't said anything on the topic. Okay, so Uche, are you ready to say something? Hello, Uche, are you here? Okay, so I think who wants to say something?
Where are they?
Uche, I'm glad that these things are happening so you understand what it is like when you go into when you're in school and you have a Zoom session. I mean, this is not going to happen in the US. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen in UK or Canada or any of those countries anyway, except something else, comes up. Maybe there's a power outage or storm. But in countries like developing countries like Nigeria and third world countries, these are issues that we face every day. And this is something that you can speak on when you go for your visa interview. Why do you want to study in the United States of America? How would this education help you? These are things that you can speak on because they are happening to you and you're experiencing it, which will never be the case in the US. So I don't know if Uche, you can say something, but if not, then I can just proceed to say something. Hello? We can't hear you. All right. Do we have anyone that wants to speak on it, that wants to say?
Yeah. Aline, I'm back.
Oh, finally, you're back. Great. Welcome. Please show good luck some love in the chats. Okay, so let's listen to you. I think the video is not working. It's not helping. So let's do audio.
Okay. So I was basically talking about community college and how it affects the visa interview. So it's not everyone that community college is actually meant for. That's what everyone's supposed to know. It's parts like you cannot graduate from a 4-year college and actually be aspiring to go to a community college. It's very bad. Community college are meant for people that actually graduated from high school, that recently graduated from high school, or are looking to pursue like a bachelor's degree, but they are not ready for the life, like they are not ready for the university level, because it's a whole lot educational difference. So you do not want something that will just start crying like your mother's baby. It's not like you came to the USA, so you to community college students. And why did they really choose this community college? So people will be like, it's a stepping stone. Like they'll be able to get that American experience before they actually transfer to a 4-year college. You get? So community college is not for everyone. And I would advise, please, if you just graduated from high school, yes, community college is for you. And also community college also offers these things like certificates and technical stuff where you can actually get a certificate at, maybe you want to get a certificate at like carpentry and other stuff. You can actually look into your school to get to know more about that. So but community college basically is for high school grads who just graduated from high school or secondary school and just wanting to gain experience before they actually enter the American university before getting their bachelor's degree. So the wrong reasons why people apply to community college are because they felt that it's easy to get admitted to, so they just want to apply it as a way to enter, to get the visa to go to the United States. But when they enter to go to the visa interview, and the visa interviewer is asking them, okay, why do you choose this community college? And they're like, oh, they just choose it, or because it's easy to get admitted, or maybe because it's financial cost. Let me tell you guys, the community college is not all about financial cost. See, yes, it actually reduces your financial cost. At least you're going for 4 years, not even 2 years masters. You know the lot of many years there, and most of the times undergraduate students are not really open to full funding scholarship, rather than the masters and the PhD, who actually have lot to many other opportunities in full scholarship. So it's right, and it's like easier for you to go to a college. And another thing, how to choose a right choice, because I actually from that.
Do we still have you? Good luck.
Yes, I want you to like start talking about my points that I noted.
Sure.
Okay, so the first thing that about this community college, there are the misconceptions that like as many people, maybe high school graduate, right, people applying for the community college, there are the misconceptions that they do not grant community college visa, which is actually a lie. That's not that I've seen in person, but I've seen mostly from my school. I've talked to them, they grant them visa to a community college. And I've also talked to other people, some people that even advised me that, oh, she will advise me that I should go to a community college before going to a 4-year university. They grant her visa, and she was from Nigeria, and she from other people from other places. So it's not only Nigeria, it's not only Ghana. They grant people community college visa. Nobody should tell you. It's just that maybe if they have denied 1 or 2 people, the next thing they will start spreading the bad news that, oh, community college visa did not grant them and everything. I will still ask you that saying that they did not grant community college student visa. Do they also grant? Is it everybody they grant in university that is going to university that they grant their visa? No, everybody. The visa officer judge you according to your own case, according to what you present. The visa officer has the right to deny your visa or to not deny your visa. So that does not mean that only community college they deny their visa. And also, community college is a 2 years, then you transfer to a 4-year college and complete another 2 years and get your bachelor's degree. If you are very fortunate community college, just like the community college out like that. But the research about once you finish your 4-year college for you to complete your bachelor's degree. So maybe say you take a 2 years at a community college, immediately you transfer to that 4-year college. And my college actually works hand in hand with other work with other universities all around USA. Yes, you can transfer, but to other universities. or even Ivy League schools, some community colleges offer that you can transfer to like your dream tree. So when you come to a community college, after a community college, you actually transfer to a four-year college in Ivy League school. So basically, my school was
I'm losing you again. Are you there?
Yeah.
I'm losing you again.
Community college, you actually all your credits.
Okay, so I think, yeah, so it's having network issues right now. So let's go ahead while we listen.
Oh, I'm still there.
Okay. Are you here? Do we still have Uche here? Oh, so I think we lost you already. Is there someone else that wants to say something before
I'm sorry. I'm sorry the network is disturbing. I don't really know what's happening.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. We lost Uche already. We lost I don't know. Kelvin, Austin, do you have anything to say on the topic? I think Samuel already said something. Uche is back. Okay, if we don't have anything else to say, let's try Uche one more time, then I can.
Or should I just continue?
You can continue. Uche, are you here?
Can you please repeat what the topic is about so that maybe I can give a contribution?
Okay, so thank you. If you're just joining us and you don't know what we're discussing, so the topic of discussion is applications to community colleges versus applications to universities and how they impact your visa approval at the embassy. So there's this idea, I don't want to say if it's a misconception, but I mean, there's that, misconception or idea, because it's not entirely a misconception anyway, that if you apply to community colleges, you will not get your visa approved. So what do you think about it? And whatever, area you want to stand on, why do you think so? What do you think and why? So that's what this webinar is about. So if you have any contributions to give, let us know. Just raise your hands and we can admit you or let you speak. So Uche, let's listen to Uche and see if he can say something. Someone, you need to mute yourself. Please ensure that you are.
Hello.
Hi, Uche, I can hear you now. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. What I want to talk about the college application for visa approved and universities. Sometimes it's based on person the visa is
we can hear you. It's very muffled. Uche, I don't know, for some reason. Maybe can someone go to the Telegram group and maybe make a voice message there? Then maybe I can play it here. Let's be using that as well in case this does not work. This network is really troubling and I am not happy anymore. But we just need to find a way to make it work. So let's try Kelvin.
Okay, can you hear me
Oh, this is good. This is good.
Yeah. So I hope everyone is well, and good evening, depending on wherever you are. So
please tell us where you're calling from or where you're speaking from.
Okay. Myself, I'm Zambian, but I'm in India right now.
Oh, Zambia. So we have Zambian, we have people from Turkey, we have people in India. Great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, so guys,
please rep your flags in the chats. I'm sorry to cut you short. Sorry.
All right, sure. Yeah, so, in my opinion, I think the most important thing when it comes to applications is you just have to present a strong case. I think whether community college or maybe university, yeah, even as much as it can have an impact, but I've seen people travel to the United States, even let's say that done their degrees, then tried to go to a community college that was successful. So what I can say is you need to have a strong case. I think especially when it comes to applying and filling your DS 160. I would give an example. Let's say I've been in the group for, I've been in the Telegram group for, I think for the past 2 to 3 months, but I haven't been, I'll say that I haven't been an active member. I haven't commented anything in the group, but I came across the group because of your channel. So first things first, I remember like I'll first share my experience. So what happened is here in India, I'm studying bee pharmacy because of my parents' situation. Well, like that, the ones who actually forced me to do this thing, but it came a point where I couldn't do it anymore. I wanted to do a business course in the United States. I applied for visa while here in India, which that's one thing that I also want to tell you guys, that you need to take this into consideration also as you are applying for your visa. When you're applying for a visa as a third nation, to some extent it gives you the low chances of getting the visa. So what happened was I stopped my program. I started applying for the visa here. Then the first time we didn't have like normal visas, like all the time, just emergency appointments. And the first time I tried to apply, they declined. Then the second time before applying, I think that's when I came across your channel. I got the template from there. Then I think the emergency appointment was approved. When it was approved, I think I only came to know about it later on, like when I was doing my research, that applying as a third nation, then again, like to some extent, I didn't present a strong case on my DS 160. So before even the interview like came about, I knew that this thing is not gonna work. You know, so the time I'd gone to the embassy, I was just asked 2 questions, you know, like, what are you doing here? You know, like, that's why I'm saying that you need everything comes down to how you present your situation. Okay, how you present your situation. It can be community college or university. Myself, I've got an acceptance letter from Idaho State University. So when I went there, I was just asked, what are you doing here in India? I see you want to do another bachelor's. You're doing a bachelor's here. Then I was like, yeah, I want to do this because this program that I'm doing here is not in line with what I'm trying to pursue and my goals in future. So that visa officer is very known by Indians that he really rejects visas, you know, some Chinese man. So I just asked me those two questions, and that's it. The visa interview was done. Then I contacted a few people to ask why, and everything just came to a point where like it's just how you present your case, the situation that you're in, and all those things. I don't think even the colleges matter, like in terms of ranking, and sometimes like why you would want to do certain things, as it is like those people are also humans. They are trained psychologists where like they can sense that this person does not want to travel to the US for the intended purpose. So you have to be very careful on how you present your case. And like you seriously need to do like proper research on how to, let's say, you need to understand why you're going to that particular university. Then in addition to that, we've got people like offer services where like you can go for coaching where you get an understanding other than like just trying to go freestyle on your own. Like you definitely get crushed. like I'm being real here. So the university can play a role, but also how you present your case really matters. It really matters. Like that's the key. I don't know if I've made some sense, but yeah, that's my observation.
Calvin, you actually did make a lot of sense. But one question, did you say your visa was eventually approved in India?
No. I'm actually intending to travel back to Zambia next month to start my application.
Okay, great. So it was denied in India. So you're going back to Zambia.
Yes.
Okay. So I like the way that you brought in like an actual visa or interview experience, but I know that your case wasn't the case of somebody that applied to a community college. Am I correct? Because sometimes I didn't hear some things.
Yeah. I didn't apply to a community college. I applied to a university.
Okay. So either way, whether you're applying to, we already know that visa application in India is like a different thing entirely. And I'm getting a lot of traction from Indians recently. So I think I'm going to now start exploring how the interview is done in India, and having somebody who has had that experience in India is very key, because I think we might even have a different session together. So is there anybody that has something else to say before I just wrap up this session and we can move on to like in a different question in this webinar? Is there anyone that has something else to say? Hi, Dennis, welcome to the live webinar today. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead to wrap this up. So what was the question or point of conversation today? Applications to community colleges, right? And how this impacts your visa approval at the embassy. Now, if you tell me as a person that because I applied to a community college, that my visa will be denied, yeah, Uche, it's okay. It's okay. You can type your responses in the chats and I will read it out to the audience as well. So just go ahead to type it in and you should be fine, okay? So if you go ahead to tell me that, oh, because I applied to a community college, my visa will not be approved, then the truth is, it depends. It depends on what I have done before the application process. It depends on who I am as an individual. It depends on a lot of things. So I'm not just going to wake up and say, oh, my visa is going to be denied because I applied to a community college. It will be denied if all these things, all these factors that make up you as a person, your persona as a student, if they are not in check, or they are not in sync, or they are not in line with the application process. So I don't know if you are aware, but I have a study abroad masterclass. And one thing that I teach them is, as a study abroad or as an international student, aspiring or current, you need to have a persona. You need to define yourself. You need to know who you are. Who are you in this application process? Who are you in this journey? First, let's take, for instance, my name is Valeen, okay? I am from Nigeria. I'm driving to, oh, Adeyemo is not hearing anything. Adeyemo, can you not hear me? Can everybody hear me? Please, you can unmute yourself to answer. I just want to be sure that we can hear me.
Yes. Yes,
If
I can hear you.
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so everybody can hear me, right? Adeyemo, can you hear me? Yes, so I think you were not synced with the audio. But can you hear me now? Adeyemo, can you hear me now? If you can't hear me, you can try to log out, restart your computer or your phone and log back in again and ensure that you're connected with the microphone on your device as well. So moving on, I was talking about how building a persona as a study abroad student or as an international student will help you in your study abroad journey. So let's take myself, right? We have people here that are from high school, right? Good luck. Oh, good luck is no longer here. Who are the people that are applying to community colleges here? Paul, okay, Paul, raise your hands. Remember, we're trying to use the everything here, so raise your hands. If you're applying to a community college here, raise your hands. Let's see, so we can build a persona for you. Okay, great. Feruza, are you applying to a community college or you're applying directly to a university? Is Feruza here?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm applying to university. And what's the difference, community college and university?
Great question. So if you have any questions so far, please drop them in the chat. Paul, you're going to be handling these questions. You're going to be reading them out and I'm going to be answering the questions. Okay, so one question that Feruza, please drop that question in the chat. If you have any question, whether it's community college related or not, but please, if you can tailor it to community colleges and applying to universities as much as possible, do. But we also have a different session where we can answer like general questions, which would be like a 5-minute session. But please just oh, sure, we can excuse you, Paul, no problem. Just drop your questions in the comments or chat session, okay? So so let's build a persona for me. Myself, I'm applying to a graduate school. Let's build a persona for Paul, he's applying to a community college. And let's build a persona for Feruza, who is applying to a university, right? So let's start with myself. So what are the things that make up Valeen as an individual that wants to study abroad? This is a project. So I'm Nigerian, okay? I have my bachelor's, right? And I am also, I'm interested in going for my master's program in the US, okay? So my key things or the things that I have in my head is that I am going to graduate school. That is my persona. That is who I am right now. I'm going to a graduate school. So we're going to take it 2 ways. Valeen, who has a bachelor's in computer science and is going to apply to a master's program in the United States of America in cybersecurity. Let's take another persona of Valeen, who has a bachelor's in computer science and is applying to a community college in the US to study accounting or to study even computer science. Okay, so we have 2 personas of Valeen. Now, working with these 2 personas of Valeen, if you are a VO, if you're a consular officer, and you see these 2 personas of Valeen, maybe Valeen is, the first person is Valeen, and there's another person called, let's say, Kelvin, for instance, who is a graduate, who is a bachelor's degree holder and wants to apply to a community college. If you are a consular officer, what are the things that you'll be looking out for? What would come to your mind when you see that application from Kelvin, who is going to a community college in the US with a bachelor's degree already? What will come to your mind? Now, this is going to be an interactive session. What do you think? Do we have people here? You can unmute yourself. In case you don't, you can unmute yourself to respond.
Yes. Yes. Hello.
I can hear you. Okay. So I'm asking a question. So we have 2 persona of people that are applying to the US, and one person, you can also drop your answers in the chat if you don't want to talk because of network or anything. But if you know your network is good, you can speak. So I am Valeen. I graduated from Nigeria, bachelor's computer science. I want to study my master's in the US, let's say cybersecurity, okay? And there's another person, let's say Valin Zero is Kelvin now, who has a bachelor's at the same time and is in computer science and wants to go to a community college for an associate degree in computer science. And we are both at the embassy right now applying and in front of the consular officer. If you are a consular officer, what are the things that will come to your mind? Will you grant the visa to Kelvin, or will you grant the visa to Valin, who is, I know there are other factors, but let's just focus on Valin, who has a bachelor's and wants to go to
Here, when you look at it from the consular's point, you who has got a bachelor's and you're trying to apply to a community college is gonna have some doubts. Like, you automatically assume that you want to migrate, so you've got slimmer chances of getting the visa unless you prove otherwise. That's my thought.
Very solid point from Kelvin right there. Do we have any other person? I see Samuel in the group is saying automatic denial to Kelvin. Why do you think so? Is there anybody else that has, like, you know, something to say? Because if we need to also think as the consular officer in this our journey. One key thing is, first, knowing who you are in your application process. Then thinking, I don't know if people have seen that book or that movie, Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man. That, you know, you are a woman, but you're thinking like a man, just so that, I don't know, but it's not related, but like you are trying to think like a man, so you know what the man likes, what the man does not like, and then act that way or do that way, so you don't have a lot of issues. It's the same thing that applies in this our study abroad journey. You need to know yourself. Who are you in this journey? Am I a high school leaver? Am I somebody who just graduated from my secondary school? Am I somebody who just finished my master's, my bachelor's degree in my home country? Am I somebody who just finished my master's degree in my home country? Who am I? You need to know who you are. Okay, so testimony is saying, I don't think it's automatic denial for Kelvin. Please, we need your responses. We need to know why. And if you want to speak instead of, if you want to tell us the why, you know, by speaking, please raise your hand so that we can listen to your reason why. So you need to know who you are in this journey. Great. So if you know yourself, that, because if you understand who you are, it will affect a lot of the things you do. For instance, I know that I have my bachelor's. I want to go for my master's. It makes sense, even if I'm not even intending to go for my master's there, but it does make sense to me and to the next person. But I have my master's. I want to go for my I have my bachelor's. I want to go for a community college. It's a red flag. So let's be honest, it's a red flag, and I will tell you why. The reason why it's a red flag is it's going to cause some doubt in the mind of the consular, and they would want to ask more questions as to why you want to go to a community college for a 2-year program when you already have your master's degree. Does that make sense? Hello, are we having a conversation? Yes. So does that make sense? So the natural progression for life, for anyone, when you're born, you start to crawl, right? After crawling, you start to walk. After walking, you can run. After running, you can even start driving. So there's a natural progression of things in life, and it affects every other aspect of our life. It's like, okay, I go to school. After school, I go to secondary school. After secondary school, I go to university. I graduate, I get a job, I get married, I have kids, and the process repeats itself. So there's a natural progression of things in life. So you need to also understand that natural progression of things when you are, you know, actively searching for a school, or when you want to study outside of your home country. The reason is because they want you to prove beyond reasonable doubt that you're not just trying to leave your home country. And if I am a consular officer and you already have your bachelor's and you're coming for an associate degree in a community college, if you cannot prove, the first thing that comes to mind is this person is just looking for a means to travel. And you cannot blame me, because it just, you know, it raises more doubts already. Even if you have all the factors checked, you still need to prove beyond reasonable doubt. Then comes a different person that does not have all the things checked and is going to a lower degree, I will have more questions for that person. We're going to talk about ways where that can apply, where you've done your bachelor's and you want to go to a community. We can talk about that, but let's just face the basics and move on from there. So testimony, you wanted to say something.
Okay. I wanted to say something, but you had already mentioned a part of it. So I was going to say that I totally agree with you sincerely. That's like the basics. Definitely, it's a no-no. But what if the person is just able to tell the story in a different way? Because I'm thinking, for me, let me share my own experience. Not that I've made it to the visa stage though. But I'm currently doing my master's in Nigeria, so I'm looking out for opportunities in PhD. And I wanted my PhD to be in biomedical engineering. And most of the challenges I've faced, I've been interviewed before, that's from the school now. And one of the challenges I've faced is I'm crossing from anatomy to biomedical engineering. So at a point, I was tempted to go back and do a bachelor's or even a community college program in biomedical engineering, just to have that idea and then continue in my career path. So what if it's that same narrative for some other people? And you're able to explain that this is truly your passion, but because of so reasons, you are restricted, and so you just have to go back, learn the basics, and continue. So I feel like it depends on how you tell your story. And yes, but basically, it's going to be a no-no. But if you can prove it, if you can tell your story, because if I were to be in that guy's shoes, I would say everything I can say, just to get them to understand my passion, and then I move on, because that's actually who I am. So
exactly,
that's for me, Sha.
So I really like the angle that testimony came in from, because remember I said that there are other ways that we can talk about how to navigate that process if you're going back. And first thing is understanding who you are. With, let's say, this story that testimony just gave us, she understood who she is. Who is she? Testimony wants to go for a PhD program. She's not going for a master's. She wants to go for a PhD program. And because she wants to go for a PhD program, probably anybody that wants to go for a PhD program you must already have a bachelor's, okay? You cannot just come and then you can go from your bachelor's straight to your PhD program. Yes, here in the US is done. You can go from your master's straight to a PhD program, but you must have a bachelor's first, okay? So that is the persona of testimony. So if we are building a persona of testimony now, the person, I was going to draw something, but I think I haven't downloaded anything. So in our next live session, I'm going to have like practical things where you can see me do something. Or maybe I can share my screen. Okay, but let's just move on. So testimony's persona is she has a bachelor's. She wants to go for her PhD program, right? And she applied to schools in the US for a PhD program. Testimony did not just start from, I'm applying to a school to go for my associate degree in a community college. She knows who she is, and so she applied to the right schools for a PhD program. But during the process of her interviews, she realized that she's having some deficiencies, some gaps, some knowledge gaps. And because of that knowledge gap, she's now reconsidering taking a 2 or a quick course that would, fill the gaps that she's missing to enable her land her PhD program in a school abroad. So if you are somebody like testimony, right, that can fly. That can fly because you have a story to back it up. You have a story, you have something to show that, and you're telling the story, and it's genuine because you already applied to a PhD program. You realize that there are some knowledge gaps, and so you want to acquire those knowledge gaps first before you proceed in your career path. That is a story that you can tell and make sense. And you're speaking from evidence. You're not just speaking from, okay, I just want to apply. It just does not add up. It just does not add up in that situation. So knowing who you are is very important. First, who are you? If you're a high school person, okay, how come somebody that just graduated from high school will not apply for a master's program? Have we ever wondered why somebody that just finished high school will just say, I'm going to apply for a master's program? So why do we expect that to be the case, or for the consular officer not to have questions when somebody who's supposed to go for a bachelor's degree, a PhD program or a master's degree is going back for a college degree without even an explanation for it, because trust me, if you have a good story to tell, which is why visa approval, you can get your visa approved, you can get it denied, but it is all about telling a story. The act of storytelling is the only thing you need to have your visa approved, and everybody has a story to tell. So testimony has a story to tell that makes sense. And even me as a consular officer, and you come to me and share that kind of story, I understand, because first of all, I will look into where is this person coming from. Testimony is coming from Nigeria, and we know how the educational system is in Nigeria. So I can relate to that person because I know that there will be a lot of gaps. But let's say testimony is coming from UK, right? And you're saying, oh, you are lacking this, you're lacking. I will still question it because I know that UK has a strong educational system, and there wouldn't be that educational gap for somebody coming from the UK. So your region, your locality, where your environment plays a role in the story that you're even telling at the embassy for that visa approval. So while you might be coming from high school, or while you might be coming from a bachelor's, or while you might be coming from your master's, there are other factors that these people are looking at that we don't know. They're also looking at your age. They are looking at how long you have been away from school. So let's say somebody that has been away for a very long time, you've not gone to school, there was no money. Some people might just say that, okay, this is not working, or this might not, oh, you have a gap here, 6 years gap here. I don't think that visa might be approved. There are some VOs that you might meet, and that might even be the reason why they will approve you for a community college. Why? Because they feel like you've left school for a very long time. If you're able to convince them, it makes a lot of sense. And somebody that will now go to the embassy and say that, I thought of even taking an online class with these universities, but we have network challenges. Just the other day, we're having a virtual meeting or a webinar with a study abroad or the counselor from the school, and I got interrupted 30 minutes of the time, and I lost all of the information that could have helped me in my application process. And I know for a fact that if I'm in Nigeria with this network issue, I wouldn't gain as much as an individual that will help me, succeed in this role. So I want to be there in person. And I know that going to a university might not be the right thing for me now because I've been away from school for a very long time. It is the way you tell your story. It is not how Goodluck is going to tell his story. Goodluck is fresh from school. He's fresh from high school. He's fresh from secondary school. He needs to go. It does not make sense. So when people say, when you apply to a community college, your visa will be denied, that is a lie. I want to believe that is a lie. Your visa will be denied if, first of all, you are unable to prove beyond every reasonable doubt that you are going there to study, and you did not know yourself. Like you didn't create a persona for yourself, and you did not follow that persona when you're applying. Your visa will be denied if you're coming here and you already have a bachelor's, you're coming to a community college for the same course. Let's say for the same course. Can you see the story of Testimony? Testimony is going for a PhD. I can't remember the biological or biomedical name she called, but she said she was lacking in one area. So she's now thinking of taking another course that would help her. So she's not going back to take that same course. There are people that might even go back to take that same course because maybe they missed out on certain things. But there should be a tie. Why are you doing it? If you're in my shoes and you want to go to a community college, what is your why? You need to know that why, because if you don't know that why, you will still end up being denied, and then you come back and say it's because you applied to a community college. No. If even somebody that is fresh from college, fresh from high school, can apply to a community college and still get denied, do we agree on that one? Do we agree? Yes. Exactly. Do we agree that somebody fresh from high school can apply to a community college and the visa will still be denied?
Yes,
exactly. I even have a point to talk about that.
Okay, so you mentioned it because I remember when you were saying that it is not even about, I wrote it down, you said community college is not for everyone. I wrote it down here when I was listening to you. So if you did not take anything from this session, understand that community college is not the problem.
It's not for everyone.
Yes, the community college is not the problem. The problem is not because it's a community college. The community college is not for everybody. It's not for everybody. There are people that might be going to, like, let's say they are going to, and you need to understand, you know why community college is not for everybody, to be honest? Community college are just going to be teaching you preparatory courses. They might not even be key courses that you need for that major. Like, let's say you wanted to specialize in cybersecurity. They will be teaching you the prerequisites. Like, it's just like, you know, when you go to normal secondary school, they are teaching SS1, SS1, they'll say everybody will be in the same class. SS2, they're already pushing you ABC. By SS3, you already know what you're doing. So yeah, Uche is saying something. So yes, it's true. And it depends on how you present your case and not that general. Yes. So how you present your case really matter. Community college is not.
And also, Pali, can I say something?
Sure, go ahead.
And also, it depends on your story. How are you confident in saying your story? That is just the thing. Everybody I meet, I always tell them, please know how to say your own story. You understand? You don't just go and start copying general answers. That's what see, Vale, I have many points I have to prove to the visa officer that why he should grant me a community college visa. But the reason why I don't like mostly telling people or mostly coming out on this webinar to tell people is because people tend to copy people's story. You understand? I know community college visa, maybe people are going to a community college because of the cost, so that you reduce cost before you travel to a foreign college, but that is not a reason why you should choose a community college. Exactly. You are going to the community college to see, you are not going to go and cut costs to make money. You get what I mean? Everybody does not have this money. We know the way the currency is, but community college is money. It's not the main part they want to hear. They want to know your reason. Why are you choosing this? See, somebody got denied a visa and immediately he got accepted. Why? Because are you confident? When I wanted to start this webinar, I was like, oh, this is my first time. I was not confident in myself. And I told myself, see, I am coming here to meet people I've never met before. I'm coming here to do my interview. I'm coming here to build my confidence. And that is the confidence I want to prove for everybody in this group. You should be able to not say the general answers people say. You should be able to know your rights. Guy, you know your rights as the person that is going to do it. Nobody is funding your education. You are funding it yourself. The visa officer does not know. See, if the visa officer does not know your pathway, you don't know about your program. Some don't know about your program. You're supposed to be the one to choose them. Like, for instance, for me, I would say that this is a pathway to my program. Business transfer pathway. This is there's a visa transcript I would like to state here. This guy, he went for his visa interview, community college. But when he went to a visa, he did not get it. The visa officer said he did not prove enough reason why he's going to a community college. Okay, so he went back, went to go and print the course schedule, or I don't know, like the course stuff of the school at his community college, and went to curriculum, and went to his university and printed that the same curriculum, like another curriculum from the university. He went to the VO, and the VO asked him, why are you choosing a community college? He said, why? He brought out the two curriculum from the university and the college. Why should I be able to pay higher when I know that this is his own story? He did not just prove it in form of, oh, community college is cheaper, I can be able to save code. He brought out his own story. You should be able to, from your educational background, at least, for instance, you can say the pandemic really affected you guys at your final bus stop of secondary school. You are not even actually prepared for what you are facing. The educational system in USA is different. See, you all, like, you are rushing to university after high school, maybe because you're here Yale, you're in Oxford University, and you're like, oh, I want to go there, I want to enter the social life. See, social life is not what matters in the USA. You can actually build social life at a community college. You can actually build every day, just subject everybody. So we should know your rights. You should be confident. You should not take chances that people say. You should avoid fear and anxiety. I know, me, I'm an aspiring student. I'm telling all of us here, let us avoid fear as a community college student or as anybody. Even they come at university, are going to let us avoid fear, because fear, you have heard this story, See, cancel your name from bad news or fake news that you hear online. Let us go there with this positive mindset. You get what I mean? And so please have faith. Learn how to work one. Like, other community college, like this Telegram group is really, really helpful. Like this Telegram group, I actually found like other community college students actually applying, trying to prove to them that this is the reason. Give them some schools that they can apply to and everything. You help each other. You know that you are not going on this journey alone. You are going with others. You get what I mean? But your story should be different. Questions they might likely ask you at the college are, why did you choose this community college? See, why did you choose this community college? It's also, why did you choose this university? Do not go and just pay your story. Your story is the important. See, write it anywhere in your work. Your story is the important thing. What should tell you otherwise? Your story is the important thing. what are your plans after graduation as a community college student? If you are going to transfer to a four-year college, when they ask you this question, what is your plan after graduation? Your plan after graduation is to get a bachelor's degree. You should not say anything except if you are going to you are just getting that associate degree. But I think as a community college student, they ask you what are your plans after graduation. You are transferring to a four-year college to get your bachelor's degree. So that is like the questions they actually ask people, like, what are your plans after graduation? Some people only do graduation after your 2 years, if you don't know.
Let me cut you short. Yeah, sorry. Good luck. So let's say, for example, someone like Good luck, right? We have two personas here. Remember, I've been saying have a persona, have a study abroad persona. This might be the first time you've heard it, but that your study abroad persona, you need to give the person a name, a state, what they are doing right now, what they want to achieve. So let's say someone like Testimony. Is Testimony still here?
Yes, I am.
Great. I have a question for you. So we just asked, I'm going to ask Testimony, I'm going to ask Good luck. Let me just ask you, you've already answered it, but I'm going to, Paul, I'm going to reply your question. So Paul, please ensure to go through the chats. If there are questions, let me know. Do we still have Fedora here? Feruza, yes, we still have her here. So I'm going to answer your question, Feruza. So Paul, go through the questions in the chats. If there's anyone that I haven't called, raise your hand so you can ask me the question and I'll answer. So Good luck, you already answered, but let me ask you again. What are your plans after graduation?
My plans after graduation is to transfer to a four-year college and complete my bachelor's degree, to get my bachelor's degree. So that should be my plan after graduation as a community college student that's going to pursue a bachelor's degree.
Okay, so Testimony, what are your plans? You know, remember you said, this was it, and then you are thinking of going to a community college to get this. So if you're somebody that now applied to the community college and go to the embassy and they ask you, what are your plans after graduation?
Okay, once I'm done with, once I graduate from the community college, I intend to, apply for PhD in biomedical engineering, which has been the top-notch course that I would love to do because I enjoy doing research. I've had very good research experiences, except for the fact that I have a few educational requirements that it's not fit for pursuing a PhD program in biomedical engineering. So I'm just going to pursue it, and that's all.
Did we get something from the responses from these two people? Yes, no?
Yes, yes.
Do we see how different their responses are?
Yes.
Okay. So this is what having a persona will help you do. So somebody asked, Paul was asking, what is a persona? A persona is an idea of a person, who you are. Let's say you wanted to this is who I want to be in the future. Give that person you want to be in the future a name. Give the person the things you want to do. Give the things. So it's like what we do when we're launching a product, or you be like, I want to create this camera. Who is going to use this camera? I will create a persona for the person that is going to use this camera. So the product right now, the camera right now is our study abroad. So who is going to this study abroad? Who is going to use the schools in the US? You are now creating a persona for the person that is going to study abroad. So your persona is who you are as a person right now. Who are you? Because most times, if you have a persona, you can always refer to that persona. Who am I? Good luck here is just a fresh graduate, high school graduate. Testimony here, a persona, she's just a bachelor's degree graduate. She's currently doing her master's. That's her persona, but she's going for a PhD. What is her persona again? Her persona is that she's also going to community college because she has some prerequisites that she needs to meet up before she can apply for that PhD. That's her persona. But what is her goal? What is Testimony's goal? Her goal is to go for a PhD. What is Good luck's goal? Good luck's goal is to go for a master's, but he wants to start from a community college so that he can get the experience, take it one step at a time, get introduced to a new environment that he's never been introduced to all his life. That is his persona. So your persona, simply put, it can be like your story. But when you're writing a story you are telling it, hi, my name is this, I'm going to this, to this, to this. But a persona, you're actually giving the person a name. You say age, location, goal, where you are right now, your status. So that's where, so if you're going to a community college, you see how the responses were different. So these two people have the same goal of going to a community college, But the overall goal, the plan after that community college, they are totally different. So for good luck is to go for the bachelor's immediately after. For testimony is to go for a PhD, because this bachelor's, this associate degree is just for her to get the knowledge that she missed out in her bachelor's degree and move on to her PhD program. So do you understand how your persona, who you are, your story can actually affect what you do and your responses at the embassy? Even if you bring 3 people that are fresh graduates from high school, their responses at the embassy is going to be different. And that's what makes you you. That's the uniqueness of your story. That's the story that you need to tell for you to, prove to that consular officer that you deserve it, that you need this, and this is why you need it. Remember the example that Good Luck was giving, that the person had to print out. There are some things I tell people in my study abroad masterclass, that you might go and share that story and that you would be denied. Another person will go and share that story and be approved. What happened? How you told the story, how you told your story, how convincing were you, how confident were you? Do you even believe what you're saying? If you say it to yourself, will you as a VO approve yourself for that visa? So when people were coming, like Good Luck, I'm always referring to him because he's very vulnerable. And I like the fact that he was saying when he was coming here, he was very scared, like, oh, I don't know how to, I've not done webinar before, I've not spoken on Zoom, but I just said, let me come, I want to still build my confidence. So he was even using this as a tool to prepare himself for his visa interview. But most people, they just say, oh, it's like this. They see anything online, they copy it, but they are not even doing the preparation process. You're not scared of failure. You are too scared of failure. You're not even scared to like practice and see what happens and build on your failure. So you need to understand who you are as a person. These questions that they will ask, I think maybe we'll do another video on potential questions that they ask for community college and whatnot, and how you can answer those questions. But to be honest, it's still the story that you need to tell to pass that message across. I think I was going to say something, I forgot it. So yes, yeah, you can continue. If anybody here has something to say, okay, let me quickly answer this girl's question. Feruza was asking, Valine should do a visa story masterclass. Oh, okay, yeah, I will consider that. Then let's see another. So Feruza was asking that, Kelvin, yes, so Kelvin, we'll get to you shortly. So Feruza was asking that, what is the difference between a community college and a university? So a community college is a 2 years program. It's just like a very, I don't know how it's done in Turkey, but it's like an entrance or an entry point to getting an associate degree. Most universities, in fact, all universities in the USA is a 4-year degree program, which is also the case in Nigeria. And I want to believe it's also the case in different countries. Some countries, you can do it for 3 years. It's normally a 4-year program, but you can make your program very fast and finish up in 3 years if you take more courses. Maybe you take summer courses, you can finish up earlier, but most university courses are finished in 4 years. But for a community college, it's a 2 years course. Feruza, are you here? It's a 2 years program, and usually they are preparatory programs for you to just get a feel of how school, college life is going to be, and just introduce yourself to that pathway, and then navigate yourself after you have graduated from your community college or from your program into a university program. So if you've done 2 years program in college, you can transfer those credits into a university, and you have your bachelor's or your BSc after 2 years. So the 2 years from your community college, an additional 2 years from the university, you graduate. So usually for a university, you need 120 credit hours, and in a community college in 2 years you should have 60 credit hours already achieved. So if you transfer those 60 credit hours, they will waive those courses for you, and then you can take the additional 60 hours credit and you can move on to get your bachelor's degree. So that's how it is. But the reason why it is so popular, or in another sense unpopular, is because most people tend to want to apply to community colleges because they are very cheap. It's like 1/3 or 1/4 of your tuition that you pay in a university. So let's say in a semester, you're paying $8,000 in a university, depending on the school and the location. In a community college, you might be paying anywhere from like sometimes $2,000, sometimes $3,000 or less for a community college. So there's that cost effectiveness with community colleges versus the university. So people consider all of this before they apply to a community college. And for us that are coming from like third world countries like Nigeria, Ghana, Zimbabwe, all of those countries, or India or countries like that, we are very cost-minded. We're looking at how much we want, the cheapest of options. So that's why sometimes, even though as a graduate, you already have your bachelor's degree, you don't want to apply to a master's program because it's very expensive. So let's be honest. So most times it's because of the money that people would leave applying to a university and choose to apply to a community college, and just so that they can, leave their country and just move out of that home country. So that's the truth, and that's the situation of things. But that's basically the differences between community colleges and high school yes, and it's also, thank you, Testimony, for bringing that up. It's also synonymous to A levels in Nigeria. I don't know how it's done in Turkey, but we have A levels in Nigeria, and so it's pretty much the same thing. And I think we also have A levels. I don't think A levels is your OND, right? Because OND is like 2 years program too in Nigeria that people just do. And after you're done with that OND program, you go for your HND. And after the HND, you can even go for your BSc. So that's how it's done. But I've seen situations where you can transfer from HND to a master's program if you take some prerequisites as well. So I don't know if I have answered your question, Feruza, but if you have,
yes,
okay, great.
Yes,
so,
you answered. Thank
okay.
you. And I understood that we call it a certificate program or something like this.
You see, this world is so small, and I want us to, one thing I want us to do after this Zoom session, please, if you attend the Zoom session and if you're on Instagram, please drop your Instagram link on Telegram so we can follow each other and we can form like that, accountability for one of us, like every one of us. Where are you currently in your study abroad journey? I want to create a different group for anybody that attended this masterclass or this webinar. So good luck. That's what you're going to follow up today. Okay.
Okay.
So you create the group and add everybody. So if you attended this class, good luck. We'll put something in the group, message him directly, and he will send you the link to join our accountability group. Okay, so that's one of your bonus for attending this webinar. So where were we? I think we have less than 30 minutes with this because I'm working today, so I have like 10 more minutes with you people. So I think do we have anything else to say?
Okay. Oh, I'll talk about like the opportunities that community college students have after graduation.
Great.
So after graduation, you can actually do your OPT. There's something that in community college, you are not supposed that you will not do your OPT. You can actually do your OPT after graduation. If I don't know if it's 1 year, but I think, for instance, as I'm doing a business program, it's 1 year. You can actually do a 1 year and later on transfer to a 4-year college to do your best. Because I spoke to someone in my school and she told me she was doing an OPT before she transferred. So maybe if you are doing a science program, like you're doing something under the STEM, you can just do OPT 3 years, and you can also do CPT while you are in the school after 1 year. And also try and feel the response very right, because like there are some place when they ask you intended year of study. As a bachelor, you put years, but as a community college student, because it's 2 years, you want to put 2 years. If your plan to transfer to 4-year college, if you have a plan to transfer to a 4-year college, it's better you put 4 years instead of putting 2 years. You get it? So you should not put 2 years instead of put 4 years. So, please do not listen to fake news. Please do not listen to, because it's actually affecting us. Because many people sometimes I even have this fear, like, am I actually doing this? But I have to see the end of this thing. I have to see go to my visa interview. I have to see the end of this thing. I was supposed to go for the spring semester this year, but there was no visa date and everything. So, but I was like, no, I have to give the end of this thing, because the news everywhere is just too much. People are giving fake news, and you will still meet some people and they will tell you it's a lie, that they actually grant some people community college visa, and which somebody also said in that book, you get. So, and also do your research around school. It's not, I don't know about how it will, but for instance, my school, I've read and researched about my school. My school offers a great transfer pathway to some universities, and they also do transfer pathway, but like they grant me unconditional offer immediately I get accepted to my college. I mean, so when I transfer to a 4-year college, then those 4-year college around those Minister State universities that are under those Minister State university systems, I can actually transfer to those college universities. But if I want other options, I can actually explore. But my credit as it is in a community college that I have and transfer. So actually do your on that. Actually do your on that.
All right. So
and
quickly. All right. So I'm sorry. Good luck that I had to cut you short. I don't know if some people are aware, but what are some requirements? What documentation do you need to apply to community college?
Okay, some community college sometimes they tend to with SAT but I think mostly what they will require from the college is high school transcripts. Your high school transcripts, sometimes they require your graduation certificate. Sometimes they also require you to take an English test. Sometimes, yes, they require you to take an English test. It just depends. Some schools are mostly do not even require to take an English test. If you are coming from an English-speaking country, they will tend to waive it for you. But even me, when I was applying to my school, they did not waive it. So I had to reach out to the international advisor, like it wasn't in my budget. That is one thing you need to be committed to your process. I reached out to her and was like, this wasn't in my budget. I did not budget for this, that she should waive it, that I can have my principal or basically any teacher from my school writes that I was actually taught in English language and I understand how to speak English language. She was like, oh, no, I have to take the Duolingo test and everything. So later on, I reached out to her, I sent her my transcripts, I sent her everything that was just remaining, but it was just her English test. Later on, she waived it. She said she would waive my English proficiency test for me. So colleges offer all these things, so you just have to reach out to them and tell them you waive. But mostly SAT or ACT, they usually tend to waive. They don't require that, but it depends on the college though. But most colleges, they do not require that.
Actually, I think about the SAT, it depends. If you are applying as a student, so basically,
Yeah, it is.
yeah, okay. If you're applying as a transfer student, I think ACT is not that compulsory. Even if you are applying for a freshman, ACT is not compulsory. If you have your high school transcript, I think that is enough. So it's not compulsory you do an ACT.
Okay, so yeah, I think the application process is totally different for like someone applying for a master's program. So Paul has a question. Why does all community college, especially the one I have seen, often require an international passport when applying? Like I said, for community colleges and universities, they all have their requirements. They all have like, I think for every application, you need to like have your passport. Like all of them have to be like documented. Even for masters, it's part of the things that you need to. But I don't think for graduate school, like it's necessary. I think it is, but it's not like for some schools, it's optional. Because at the end of the day, good luck, we can't hear you. At the end of the day, you need your international passport to travel. So I don't think that's a big deal. I think for anybody that has that intention of traveling, the first thing you have to get is your international passport. Like I have my friends that whenever they're like, Valin, how come? When can I come and see you? When can I come? I'll be like, oh, do you have an international passport? Like I just chip it in. And then they'll be like, no, I don't have an international passport. That's okay. Let's say I want to invite you now. Let's just say somebody wants to invite you. You're not even prepared to travel. So how can you travel? So these are things that it's not even, to me, I don't think it's not even an ACT. It's not an SAT. It's not an ESL. Or it's just something that we need. It's not even, don't take it as anything that is required. Get your international passport now. If you're in high school and you know you want to study abroad, get your international passport. I think it doesn't cost, it should be 20, 50K. That's the first thing you should do. Just know that you have it and just move on. If the school requires you to include it during the application process, include it. If they don't, you are fine, because at the end of the day, you still need it for your visa application. So whether you like it or not, you still need it. Good luck, you are trying to say something. You are mute, you're mute.
Okay, I said the reason why community college sometimes because they just want you to go through the application process once. They require all everything. So when you submit everything, your admission, because community college it does not even waste time to give you like the admission. There are
Admission,
not much people actually applying it like a
applying.
university. You get, so that's why even when I started this process, when I freshly got out from high school. I did not know anything about this process. I think what made me not to actually meet my last year was because I didn't start on time. My international course, I didn't know anything. Like today, I'm really proud of myself. I'm committed to this process and I can be able to like help other people. Because when I started, I don't even know that. I thought UAK and USA were actually sharing the same border. I'll actually tell you, it's very funny. I thought they were sharing I thought they were sharing the same border. Like I did not know anything because when I was in my secondary school, never wanted like this abroad stuff. They always came to our school, scholarship opportunities and everything. But I never wanted it, you understand, because I was feeling that maybe my country will have more to offer for me. But since the intention or the mindset has already come up, I just started from anywhere, started applying to schools and everything. And on this applying of schools and everything, you should not be weak. You should be able to apply to as much schools you can apply to at a straight. So you should not be weak. You should be able to look at instructions when you are applying, and you should be able to apply to. And some people have already started. Somebody who reached out to me and said he has already started, like he's already in his 400 level. And I was like, I'm trying to advise him that you should not go to a community college
That's
because
wrong. Yeah.
you should not go to a community college. Maybe if you can actually transfer. He was talking about his grades and he was talking about this strike that is ongoing now for the university students. I was like advising that you should not go to a community college. So I think maybe he should try, if you really want, you should transfer to a university or better still wait, because I think this strike that it's ongoing now in Nigeria is actually discouraging many people. That's why
Yes.
when you decide to pursue your dream, please do not wait. When you decide to pursue your dream, please do not wait. Start immediately. Do not wait. Like me, when this dream, because I graduated December 2020, immediately it came to my mind. I don't know that zeal, I don't know that passion. I'm here up to today, but I decided to pursue it very well. So you must be committed in your process and please have faith that it's going to work. Have this certain group of people that you will talk on this admission process. Please have faith. Because like there's one of my friend, Augustine, I actually thank him because he always bring like this faith in this admission process. When like you are going down, you are doing things and things are not working out for you, you just have to have faith. Like you have to have this group of people. I always talk to people that have positive mindsets, not people that will just come debunking anything that you just see or anything, start giving you fake news. It's not good. And most of the times, fake news are actually the ones that are causing many things in this country that we don't know.
Please
Fake
let's
news is
check
very
the
bad.
chats. Please let's all put on our camera so I can take a photo, a group photo of us, please. Group hug. We're doing group hug now. Let's do group hug. Kelvin, Testimony, Kojasna. I don't know if I called it right. Austin, Uchech there. Please let's just see your cameras, please. Where's everybody? Hi, Kelvin. Please, let's see your video. Just on your video, less than a minute, we should be done. Okay, Kelvin, Kojasna, Austin, please. Please, thank you. In less than 1 minute, I'll just take the photo and we're done. If you guys have a topic that you want us to discuss in the next webinar, please also share so we can.
Okay, Valen, we're
Yeah?
talking about something about creating a group
Two
for
more.
people that attend.
Yes. Wait, Kelvin and Kojasna, please. Just in less than a minute, please. Thank you. Hi, Kelvin. Oh, please. I don't know. Kojasna, can you hear us? Kelvin, can you hear us? I don't know. I don't think this is how you know the people that are in online classes and they are not there. This is how you catch them. So we caught you people today. So tomorrow you say yes. Did you attend that class? You say yes, but you did not attend the class. It's not fair. It's not fair. Oh, yeah, he attended the class. Yes. Okay, we have Kojasna. I think Kojasna is not here. Kojasna, let's shame the devil, please. Tell us that you attended this class today. Please, Kojasna, please.
I was working, so I just reached home.
Oh, okay. Oh, Kojasna, is that you or was that Kelvin?
Yeah.
Was that
Nah,
you
it was
or
me,
Kelvin? I don't know.
I was working, so I just wanted.
Oh, okay, no problem. Thank you. I don't know if Kojasna is here, but we can just, okay, let's just, so I think we've had a great session today. We've learned a lot. We know what a university, a community college is and what a university is. We know the process. We know the things that we can do to, better our chances of visa approval, whether you're applying to a community college or not. And we know that it depends entirely on you as a person. So let's just take away that mindset of it will be denied. It will only be denied if you don't prove to them that, it is okay. And it will only be denied if your persona does not align with the program or the university or the college that you're applying to. So that is very important. You need to understand that. So I just wanted us to end this session because on the note of, what you've gained, how you see the program, was it informative? What, like, each person, just tell us what your thoughts are, and then, we can end because I need to get, in fact, I have less than 10 minutes to get to clock into work. So yeah, let's start from Kelvin. I'm going to start from left to right.
Okay, so honestly, on my side, I would say that it's really been helpful. Gotten a lot of information, and I'd say that the next time we strike again, it's going to be different. So one thing that I would say is that if you haven't yet got for, let's say, for the interviews, don't be scared. There's a lot of negative, there's a lot of negative vibe on the internet, and I'll say that this forum, the owner of this forum is very positive, even as much as, trying to bring hope in people. Most of the people who run such forums, they're really negative into trying to sell their services by putting fear in people, but like here, there's so much positivity. Just the same way, let's say when you go for the interview, if you get denied the first attempt, don't feel discouraged. Just make sure it's a learning process. It's more like orientation, with myself, I really had that thing, I was really, really scared, but only when I entered there, it's not even the way people exaggerate that, if the interview process can even just be smooth as long as you're just yourself. So I would also encourage all of us who are here, just stick to one forum. Don't try to combine different information, let's say from different forums, because you will really mess yourself up. If at all, well, you have to learn how to build your story, learn from this forum, and make sure that don't take this interview as a test whereby, let's say, you have to recite exactly what somebody has told you that you have to say this. You have to be able to put things in your own words. Don't recite and don't fear. Those people are just like you. They're not robots where they operate on binary 0 or 1. No, they understand. You don't have to say. That's why you don't have to give a certain generic type of responses where they hear almost the same responses from different people. So it all comes down to a point of you need to put things in your own words, then you have to narrate your story. Okay. So,
all right, thank you so much.
That's what I would say.
Thank you so much. We are so happy to, you didn't even tell us where you're speaking from. That's bad. Tell us where you're speaking from, and then we move on to Samuel.
I'm speaking from India.
Hey, so shout out to the Indian people here. Nice to have you here. All right, so let's move on to Samuel. Tell us your name, where you're speaking from, and if this, what you've learned so far, and basically your feedback.
Actually, you guys already know I'm Samuel. My name is Samuel. So I'm speaking from Lagos, Nigeria. And good Lord said something about personalizing your response, which is really, really good. And I'll encourage you to download one of Valin's video, which I think that's a detailed F1 visa. Actually, I actually downloaded that video. And
that's a long video. Because I remember in that
I
video,
know.
I was like, this video is not a very short video. This is a detailed video.
Yeah. Anytime I look at my own response, I usually go to a video and just be in the mood. No, a response. It was a very detailed video. I think it will help you a lot how to personalize your response to make it real and genuine. I think that everyone should do that.
All right, thank you so much, Samuel, for your feedback. Really appreciate you. We're going to move on to Feruza. So let's hear from you. Tell us your name, where you're speaking from, and what you've learned so far from the webinar, and just basically your feedback.
Yeah, I'm talking from Turkey. And the webinar was really informative and enjoyable. Thank you for all of you. And now we know how to start our application about university or community college. All is clear now. So I would like to thank you, all of you. And I wish we can see each other again next time, anywhere.
Of course.
Yeah.
All
So
right,
thank you.
Feruza. Thank you, Feruza from Turkey. This is really exciting. It's really a global, like, it's a small village. Everybody's just from every part of the world. And let's move on to testimony.
Oh, okay. So my name is Testimony Ajibade, and I'm joining from Nigeria. And I think one of the most important thing for me for this webinar is the fact that currently I lecture at Babcock University as a graduate assistant. So I have many young people, young girls, just asking questions about this stuff, and I'm not able to help. I'm not able to explain. So now I'm so informed enough to, tell them. And I think it also resonates with one of Valin's objectives, because I really follow her. Yeah, I'm a very strong follower. I know she does some things with young people. So yes, that's it for me. And also the fact that this is truly a community that I belong to. Now I know a lot. Now I watch her videos, I sleep with her videos, I download her videos. I literally do that all the time. So I'm a very big fan. So I really enjoyed today's session, and I'm hoping that we do this more often. And thank you, Valin, for what you're doing. I'm sure you don't think that your impact is reaching everywhere, but it's truly reaching. Even people that they've not met you before, they'll just see the video I post on my WhatsApp. They're like, that lady, just follow her, just follow her. That's what I used to say. So thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. So Jiba, testimony, I just wanted to chip this in. I didn't even realize that you're like a graduate assistant at Babcock. So something that I want to do for you for coming here is let's organize a session, an informational session for the people that are all maybe your students between us, where they can, if they are interested in traveling abroad.
They're very interested though. They always ask me questions. I would say I used to direct a few of them to your
so let's
want to.
Yes. So let's organize that. I will come to speak for free, like just answer their questions and everything. So let's
so much.
Let's work on that.
Balin, sorry to cut you short. This is backup. These are backup students. You can't do this for free. I can.
No, please. It's not everybody has money backup.
No,
of course, I will, just because I feel like it's not easy. And if there are people that definitely need more assistance, then they can reach out to me personally and sign up to the Study Abroad Masterclass, and I can have that one-on-one session with them. There are people that will
sign up for that masterclass. I really want to, because I've been on this journey for 5 years and I've not really.
So I want to like just give it's an informational session where they can ask questions about study abroad. So that's like, I know they still like pay for consultation or normally pay me to speak, but I want, because testimony has been very supportive. Like she carries my video anyway, like you know, and for people to also come here when you're doing some, it's really, so I just realized that she's also like a GA. So I felt like, and she's really, you know, people are reaching out to her. So I feel like that is something I can do to support her as well, and just maybe bring that community for her as well, and also increase our community as well. So yeah, I don't mind doing it for free for you. I don't mind doing it.
Actually, I was just kidding.
I know. All right, so let's move on to Paul. Paul, just tell us what you think. Tell us what you're calling in from, and please, we have, oh my God, I might need to go, you know. Okay, you guys, just go ahead to say something. I need to get my work machine here, then I'll log in, okay? Give me a minute. Paul, you can go ahead.
Yes, Paul.
Okay, so I'm back. All right, Paul, let's have you. So Paul, let's go ahead, because this is 2 hours. I didn't even realize. Paul, are you there? Are you there? And please, we need to, Good Luck is going to create that group and then join them. Then I'm going to upload some snippets on Instagram. Please go ahead to just comment on the last Instagram post, share your feedback on there as well. Just support the Instagram community as well. Then in the group, we're going to discuss the next topic that we're going to have, the next live webinar. Then of course, testimony, we're also going to work out that webinar that we're talking about as well. All right, so if Paul is not here, let's just hear from Chidera. If you're here and if for any reason the live session ends and you're unable to talk, please, I'll need a 1-minute video. In fact, everybody, I need a 1-minute video from you just saying, oh, this was how the webinar went. This is what I learned. Thank you. The feedback, please, 1-minute video from everybody, please.
Especially the mock interview. I think you all should do where if you have the money, you can actually book a consultation.
Yeah, please, if you want a one-on-one session, if you want me to walk you through, just pull out.
Exactly. Especially always try and come out for webinars and talk, because that actually helps you build your confidence.
Confidence, yes.
Because I wanted to even book a consultation. Why I joined your Telegram group was I wanted to book a consultation, but because I was having issues like that, I could not afford. So I was just like, let me go to this Telegram group. Let me be able to interact with people, speak with people that have not met me, but at least to be able to build my confidence during the interview.
Yeah, you still can build, book a consultation. I mean, you see what you. This is just a tip of the iceberg when you're for like the consultation.
Exactly, mock interview. I'm sure that doing mock interviews before your interview should truly help. Yeah. Exactly, because what you have been doing in your channel. One day I asked myself, why is Vale not having many followers and everything?
Yeah.
Because the information you give is really, really powerful. Like, not even.
Yes, I don't know. People share my video, please.
Especially that aunt that talked about that you interviewed. I don't know that she was the last person you interviewed. She really gave a good point. Like, she really opened my eyes. That when I was listening to her.
So we don't have all these people. I think I might need to end it because of my work. So I think this is where we're going to end this live session, this webinar today. So thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you. Good Luck is just going to go ahead to create that group and invite you people, or I'll send the link as well. But again, please help me send a 1-minute video of what you learned, the takeaway, the feedback from this webinar, and basically just 1-minute video. If it's not up to 1 minute, but please make it 1 minute. Be fun, just yourself, nothing, just very easy breezy. I really, really would appreciate it. And also follow us on Instagram. I uploaded a video today to talk about the webinar. Just also comment in the video and the design, the flyer for this webinar as well. I would really appreciate it. And if you're not following me on LinkedIn, please ensure you follow me on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is where you want to be. I think I'll have a different session for LinkedIn optimization and why you should start leveraging that platform, because you people are sleeping on it. So please ensure to follow me as well on LinkedIn as well. So thank you so much. I'll see you guys in my next webinar or in the Telegram group or in my next video. I was supposed to film some videos today. So hopefully I film them, or hopefully I'm able to edit some of my videos that I already filmed and upload them. So thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Kelvin Banda, Samuel Olowoyeye. Did I Olowoyeye? Olowoyeye. Oh?
Yeah, just we'll take it like that.
Samuel, Ese, good luck. Feruza, Testimony, Ajibade, Paul, and Kojasna. Kojasna, we know that you cheated in this webinar, but next time we will not allow you to cheat. I really appreciate every one of you. I was joking, by the way, but yeah, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys. And please also share the testimony in the Telegram community as well. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.